Hello, everybody, and welcome into Danbury Arena for an FPHL matchup between the Danbury Hat Tricks and the Watertown Wolves. My name is Josh Starr, joined by John Stephenson of the Hat Tricks, and we are just about ready to go here in Danbury tonight. It's the matchup between the first place team and the third place team in the league. John, the Hat Tricks in Watertown last night, unable to get the victory on the road, but in this building, the Hat Tricks 18-3-0. And Pete DeSalvo is in goal tonight for Danbury. He's been great, especially in this building so far.
Yeah, absolutely. We seem to be playing just so much better at home as of late, especially too. And looking at just a great crowd tonight too. Speaking of which, special shout out to the crowd tonight. That was we were having some technical difficulties with the microphone with our anthem singer, and the crowd chimed in, and really I think there was pretty much every soul in here was singing the anthem. So that was a pretty cool moment. So shout out to the fans of the building tonight. That was really special.
It's a packed house tonight in Danbury as the Hat Tricks are hosting New Haven Nighthawks night, honoring the team from back in the day in New Haven, and the Hat Tricks wearing the special jerseys tonight with the gray sweaters, the black trim on top, the orange and black Nighthawks logo in front mixed in for the Hat Tricks. Last weekend had the Trashers jerseys. Tonight have the Nighthawks jerseys, and we're in for a good one tonight.
Absolutely. No, it's always great when you can kind of integrate some of the local culture into the organization. It's really great just to honor those types of people.
So it's the Wolves coming in at 29-7-1, first place in the league. Hat Tricks enter at 26-13-3 in third place in the league. And like we said, in this building, the Hat Tricks have been pretty hard to beat. Just 3 losses in 21 games. 2 of those losses to Watertown. And this will be the 13th matchup between these two teams. Watertown has won 8 of them. And again, 2 of those in this building. But the Hat Tricks, they've come on of late. Earlier in the calendar year, it was a little bit of a tough stretch. It's the only one that this team has really been through, and they've turned it around, and they won 6 or 8 games in a row, and now back in the winning ways. Won 2 or 3 last weekend, but trying to salvage this weekend here with a split against Watertown.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Watertown's a very formidable opponent, and obviously the split is what you're looking for here. Absolutely, and. But a bit of a rough game last night. It was a very passionate game, and definitely looking to continue that. I think both teams are tonight, and there'll be no love lost tonight for sure.
Hat Tricks and Wolves ready to go. It's Cole McKechnie for the Wolves, Brett Jackson for the Hat Tricks, and we are underway here in Danbury. Watertown in the blue sweaters tonight as the Hat Tricks wear the retro Nighthawks jerseys. And it will be Watertown back in its own zone to start the first rush of the game. Right to left, Cole McKechnie into the Hat Trick zone. Leaves for man, the one-timer heeled into the corner. Behind the net, Mafous back out in front. Had a hat trick last night, Ahmed Mafous, and is right back on the puck along the far wall in the Hat Trick's end. Turned down low, Atwell intercepts along the far boards, trying to get out of the zone, and he will keep control of the puck, but Watertown aggressive on the forecheck here, able to turn it right back along the boards. Mafous hammers it wide of the net, and it goes banks to the near side, and Ojic will shove it up, but not out. Devine keeps it in. The tip from Mafous goes wide, and now Watertown will change. Easton Oliver back for his first game in a while for the Hat Tricks. His outlet pass intercepted by Justin McDonald, the league's leading scorer, all the way across to Lane King on the near side. At the point, Watertown controlling early here against the Hat Tricks. McDonald through traffic, and DeSalvo able to smother it 106 in, and Watertown with the first couple of chances of this game.
Yeah, definitely something to watch for from the Wolves tonight. Is they like to create off the rush. They definitely like to use their speed through the neutral zone. So look for them to create some offense like that in tonight's game.
McDonald leads the league with 89 points. Second with 43 goals. The Hat Tricks try to turn up the boards. Kuznetsov lays a big hit on LaBelle, and it pops out to center. These two teams played last night in Watertown as the Hat Tricks iced the puck and got a little bit feisty in the third period last night, so I'd imagine that will carry over, and it looks like it has so far.
No question. There's definitely going to be a response from the Hat-Tricks tonight. It's something that we talked about a little bit last night after the game, and you saw that from Kuznetsov right off the bat here.
Kuznetsov in a fight last night. I believe that's his first of the year, and responding tonight, laying the body early. Johnny Ruiz, his first shift of the game, fires from the neutral zone, has his rebound, the shot just over the net and behind into the corner, and it tips out of play. 90 seconds into the first, no score here between the Hat-Tricks and the Wolves.
Yeah, it's a good play just to get a puck on net early. That's it goes with the old cliche of just getting pucks on net, good things can happen, and the Wolves goaltender not quite as sharp on the rebound there, and Ruiz just makes a really great play by following up his shot on net, and it's almost a self-pass off the goaltender's chest. Leads to a good chance.
And they're calling a penalty here on Watertown. See if we can get the call. But the Hat-Tricks will head to their first Ferrer Electric power play of the night. Johnny Ruiz on the far circle, 90 seconds into the first. It's scoreless. Gallagher from the point, the shot tips wide. Rebound on the side is cleared by Watertown. It's a high stick.
1 minute, 33 seconds.
Must have been behind the play.
High stick against Alexander Jemayev. So the Hat-Tricks 30 seconds into a power play. It's 2 minutes into this game, still scoreless. Ruiz in the neutral zone, can't handle the pass. Watertown will tip out to center. Gallagher rims it all the way around the boards, far corner. Tom Mealy lets it go back to the point. Taking it down low is Anderson, dropping back for Ruiz. Now at the point, Gallagher. Center point. A slow pass to the right side. Tom Mealy will turn at the circle. Feeds it back out in front, and Steve couldn't reach it behind him, and it goes out all the way to center. Steve Mealy making his return to the lineup. Missed last weekend's games due to the birth of his son. So congrats to the Mealy family. Everyone's doing all right. And Steve is back in the lineup here tonight. Watertown dumps it right back into the Hat-Tricks end, and Steve Mealy will take over there. 45 seconds left on the power play, just about 3 minutes into this scoreless first period. The Hat-Tricks and the Wolves, the back end of a home-and-home here in Danbury for New Haven night for the Hat-Tricks. Zach Lazaro up the left side and jets through the neutral zone, dumping into the offensive end. Ojic chases and has the puck in the corner. Dropping back to the circle. Oliver slides right back down low. Ojic all the way across Jesso, went through his stick, and McDonald will take out to center. Chipping it all the way down. Oliver will have to go back. Just 10 seconds left on the Hat-Tricks power play. 3.5 into the first. Still looking for our first goal here tonight. Jemayev exits the box. Watertown gets the first kill of the night. They force a turnover in center. Jemayev right out of the box and in the left circle. The shot gloved by DeSalvo. Big stop there by the Hat-Tricks goaltender. 16-19 left in the first. No score, and that would have been a tough break for the Hat-Tricks right after the power play.
And the Wolves just showing their transition game again, right? Like I said before, they like to create their speed and their offense through the neutral zone. Just a quick turnover there, and really they show you how dangerous they can be off the rush.
Hat-Tricks win the draw in their own end, and Gallagher will outlet all the way through into the zone. Ruiz blasts one off the end boards, pops high in the air. It's gloved down by Cohen in the net and cleared up and out of the zone all the way down, and icing waved off at the last second. Cohen making his 5th start for Watertown. 3-1, an .866 save percentage. He missed the last time the Hat-Tricks hosted Watertown due to a suspension after a massive altercation in Carolina. But he's back in between the pipes tonight for Watertown. 4.5 played in the first, no score. Devine behind his own net, and now Slaketka will slow down to start things up. Up the right side, Jamelka all the way across Harrison into the Hat-Tricks end. Cutting down low at the circle, upended by Oliver, and he'll be able to clear ahead to Tom Mealy, who skates to center. All the way to the left side, will chip in on goal. Cohen gloves it, and he'll melt it down. 15:09 to go in the first, no score.
Yeah, a bit of a chess match just off the bat here. Neither team being overly aggressive, sort of just keeping each other to the outside and just playing, like I said, a bit more of a passive style to start off the period here.
Left circle offensive zone for the Hat-Tricks. Corey Anderson will take the face-off. On the left side, Anderson unable to win the draw, but Lazaro forces the turnover. It's tipped in front. Anderson trying to get his stick free, feeds down low, and it's poked away just to the side of the net. Oliver keeps in at the point. 5 minutes into the period, Anderson, the shot, looking to wrap it in, and the rebound, they score! Zach Lazaro finishes the rebound. 1-0 Hat-Tricks, 5:09 into the first. It was Anderson who just would not quit, and the puck found Zach Lazaro's stick with basically an open net, and Cohen sprawled out on the ice.
Yeah, that was just like I said. I think the Wolves were being just a touch passive there on their breakout, and maybe just a little bit too lackadaisical. They tried to rim it back in their own zone, and Anderson was the first one on the puck. He wasn't, but he was the one that took the shot in the slot, and really just like you said, just followed the play up really well. And the Hat-Tricks getting rewarded.
He didn't get a great shot off on that first one, but was able to tie up two Wolves, and Lazaro was basically left wide open.
Exactly. Just like Johnny Ruiz's play earlier, Ando really just following up his play. Like you said, didn't get a great shot off, but following the play is again, it's kind of the old cliche of following your pass, following your puck, and creates some good offense off of it.
So the Hat-Tricks lead 1-0, 5:09 into this first period, and in a place where the Hat-Tricks have been really hard to beat, scoring first is so big, and especially with Pete DeSalvo back in the net here tonight. .919 save percentage in his 6 games so far with the Hat-Tricks, and a shutout against this Watertown team just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's been a rock. He's been an absolute rock since joining us a few weeks ago, as he swats away some of the snow that was collected there, and he's been really a great addition to the team, especially not even on the ice, but as well off the ice, and he's just an absolute rock. Definitely brings a new level of confidence to the team.
The Hat-Tricks confident with a 1-0 lead here, just past the 5-minute mark of the first. Watertown wins the draw as Luke Cohen is serenaded by the fans across the way, but Watertown tips that puck out of play, and they'll say no penalty, but we will step aside here from Danbury. 1-0 Hat-Tricks, 5:17 into this first period. Back inside Danbury Arena. 5:20 into the first. Hat-Tricks win a neutral zone face-off and dump right back in to the offensive zone. 1-0 Danbury as Ojek finds the puck. Sauces back out up high. Daniluk able to play across right point. Gallagher can't reach it at first. Now fires toward the net. It hits a body and wide. Jesso working his way back out in front on the backhand, and it's stopped at the side of the net. Jesso wings it right back around, takes a huge hit, and there will be a penalty against Watertown, and that's going to draw a crowd. Jemayev will head to the box for the second time tonight. Hat-Tricks have to be careful here not to even it up. Jesso just getting to his feet along the far side of the neutral zone. But with 14-16 left in the first, Hat-Tricks already a 1-0 lead. They'll head back to the power play.
Yeah, a bit of a dangerous hit there. You kind of see a guy in a vulnerable position like that. You don't want to be pushing on his back, and again, a dangerous distance from the boards too. Everything about that hit was screamed let up. But looks like Jemayev heading to the box here, and we'll see if Danbury can capitalize on the mistake by Watertown.
Jesso did get up to his feet, but now is kneeling once again in the neutral zone. They put 2 minutes up against Jemayev. Now we'll wait and see if Jesso can make his way off the ice. He is able to get up and skate over to the bench.
Looks to be all right. Shaken up a little bit. Like I said, bit of an awkward hit there, and it's kind of an awkward play. Jesso just looking to cycle the puck down low, and was sort of turning. Even still, as the Watertown player, you see a guy in a position like that, it's not something that you'd like to see happen.
The good sign that he's headed to the bench instead of the locker room.
That's right.
So the Hat-Tricks, he seems like he'll be fine. Amy Schneider, the athletic trainer, trying to talk to him, and seems like he doesn't want to, so seems like he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Hat-Tricks to the power play here, the Fair Air Electric power play, the second of the night. And the Hat-Tricks will send out Corey Anderson, Steve Mealy, and Johnny Ruiz up front. Gallagher and Tom Mealy at the point. 14:16 to go in the first period, 1-0. Danbury leading Watertown. Anderson against Mafus at the far circle. And Anderson wins to the sideboards, but Ruiz couldn't find the puck at first. Now he does and turns it behind the net. In the corner, Devine chases after it for Watertown and will clear to center. Gallagher takes over there for the Hat-Tricks, right inside his own line. Now we'll backtrack all the way in behind Pete DeSalvo in the Hat-Tricks net. 6 minutes gone in the first, 1-0. Hat-Tricks lead. 30 seconds into a power play, tipped into the offensive zone. Tom Mealy, far side, has it knocked away by Coachman. Now it's Steve Mealy off the boards. High slot across to Anderson. It's poked away by Devine, and Mafus will race the other way. Dumps all the way into the Hat-Tricks end. DeSalvo will leave on the left wing ahead for Tom Mealy. Has it hop up on his stick a little bit and plays back behind the net for Gallagher to take over and leave for Steve Mealy. Just about the halfway point of the power play for the Hat-Tricks. Mealy races into the zone, left circle, the wrist shot, gloved up into the air, and Devine finds it for Watertown and clears. A little bit shaky there from Cohen on the glove side, but Devine able to clear the rebound. 50 seconds left on the power play for the Hat-Tricks. 7 minutes in to this first period, 1-0 Danbury. Jesso right back on the ice, has it in the slot, looking to turn, drop it for Steve Brown. The shot shrugged away on the right shoulder by Cohen and out of play with 40 seconds left on the power play. Nice chance there. Steve Brown activating on the rush.
I love it. I love to see it. And play really starts with a nice rush from Jesso. He doesn't skip a beat after taking a bit of a nasty hit there, and makes a nice pass to Oliver, gets it right back, and it just sort of puts it on a tee for Brown to step into, and Cohen with a nice save.
Jesso will take this draw on the near circle against Justin McDonald. 40 seconds left on the power play. Jesso wins the draw back. Ojic will turn it toward the slot. Devine takes that for Watertown and will outlet right to left. Jamelka into the zone, backhand all the way across, and McDonald couldn't handle that pass as Ojic takes it right back. All the way through center, left to right. Ojic turns at the circle, gets crunched into the boards, and it's cleared by Watertown. 15 seconds left on the power play for Danbury. 12.5 in the first, 1-0 Hat-Tricks. Jesso jets across through the neutral zone into the offensive end on the right, and he'll feed one in front, tipped away by Cohen and swatted out of the zone. McDonald will have to turn back for the Hat-Tricks. Kicked ahead, and McKechnie will take over. Out of the box, Jemayev, so Watertown has killed the penalty. In the corner, it's behind for Jemayev to take over in the Hat-Tricks end. Swatted away from him by Kuznetsov, and Lazaro will muscle it to center. Jesso stopped by man, but still controls the puck. Left to right into the zone. Will muscle down into the circle and leave for Tom Mealy on the left hash mark. Looking out in front, Jesso stops it, and he scores! As he's falling down on his back, Jesso puts it past Cohen. 2-0 Hat-Tricks. 8-12 into the first.
Yeah, and Jesso's quite a thorn in the side of the Wolves the past few weeks here, playing almost a Brad Marchand style role for the Hat-Tricks, and really just a player that draws a lot of attention, not only with his speed, but what he can do in regards to being a pest, and just makes a really great play here. And even the past couple shifts, he's been using his speed a lot and backing the Wolves up, and just makes no mistake in the slot.
Kind of guy you love to have on your team and you hate to play against them.
That's right.
The Hat-Tricks lead 2-0, courtesy of Jesso here, and win the face-off in center. Kuznetsov right back into the offensive zone. 11.5 to go in the first. Off to the left side, Tom Mealy trying to shoot on the hard angle. It's stopped by Cohen. Ruiz dives to the side of the net for the rebound. He has it in the corner, and it's turned up the boards, kept in by Mealy. Fans on the pass back to the point. Kuznetsov turns and fires. Now it's swatted out of play and tipped off a stick.
Yep.
We will have a whistle here. 11:18 to go in the first. 2-0 Hat-Tricks, and really, this game started off with Watertown on the front foot, but the Hat-Tricks really have turned it around with a couple power plays.
100%. The momentum's definitely shifted here, and obviously a big couple goals by the Hat-Tricks helps. Kuznetsov with a great play just over the blue line there. Just does a really, really good job of coming over the blue line, creating space for not only himself, but his teammate Tom Mealy. Dishes to him on the wing and creates a chance there.
All right, so we'll take a break here from Danbury. 11:18 to go in the first. 2-0 Hat-Tricks lead. Back inside Danbury Arena, Josh Starr, John Stephenson, and the Hat-Tricks lead 2-0 over Watertown. 11:18 to go in the first period. Offensive zone draw, won by the Hat-Tricks. Turned back to the point. It's intercepted by Harrison and cleared to center. Chimelka up the left wing into the offensive end in the Hat-Trick zone. Turns around Oliver into the corner, sealed off. Atwell finds the puck, plays up the boards to Mealy, who will sidestep one and scoop it out to center. It banks in. Cohen will play it on the side of the net. Lofting it up the near boards. Day takes it off the wall and will outlet ahead through center. Tipped by Harrison. The Hat-Tricks take over in the neutral zone. Atwell up the left side. Can't connect with Anderson, and Harrison shovels into the Hat-Trick zone. 10.5 to play in the first. Hat-Tricks on top. 2-0 here in Danbury. New Haven Nighthawks night for the Hat-Tricks, wearing the special sweaters, and Jesso able to work this puck down low to Jackson in the offensive zone. Hat-Tricks right back to work, but Taylor intercepts in the corner. Jackson has it right back, muscling his way out in front, and it's turned away by Taylor as he got toward the slot. King all the way out to McDonald through center, right to left. Cutting by into the Hat-Tricks zone. It's tipped away by Daniluk, and Atwell will push it to center. Jemayev right back in, right inside the Hat-Tricks line. Swatted at by Jackson. That's going to be a penalty against the Hat-Tricks. McDonald out in front, and Jackson touches up. 9:58 to go in the first. 2-0. Hat-Tricks on top, but Danbury to the kill when we come back.
The Hat-Tricks penalty kill is brought to you by Cybrus. Cybrus is a worldwide gaming clan here to bring you a world of entertainment in gaming. Support them on Discord and Twitch TV.
A couple of housekeeping items. The Hat-Tricks' first goal was from Lazaro, assisted by Anderson and Oliver. And the second goal, Jesso, assisted by Tom Mealy. Hat-tricks head to the kill right now. Jackson in the box. I believe it was a slashing call. And it will be the first Cybers penalty of the night for the Hat-tricks. Watertown wins the draw in the Danbury end. Halfway through this first period, it's 2-0 Hat-tricks. On the right circle, McDonald ships one in, and it is stopped by the Hat-tricks. And it will be Mealy who can't clear on the far side. It is slashing against Jackson. Taylor to the near side, King. Working his way to the point, now switches places with Taylor. Center point, fires one wide, and Mafus has the rebound behind. 30 seconds in, it's a one-timer for King, side of the net. He fans on it. DeSalvo was out of the net, but Watertown turns the puck back to the point. It's McDonald through traffic, bounces into the corner, and comes out to the point. Taylor again through traffic, tipped in front. DeSalvo makes the stop on Mafus, who turns the puck right back into the boards. Gallagher digging away at it there, and it comes free to Harrison down low. King all the way across, fires to McDonald. The shot, glove save by Pete DeSalvo. Halfway through the power play, 9 minutes to go in the first. 2-0 Hat-tricks, and DeSalvo a big reason why stopping McDonald there on the power play.
Very sharp there by DeSalvo. A couple really nice stops on McDonald. One high slot shot from McDonald that he was really sharp on there. Another one that Lane King came on in the slot, but luckily fanned on it, but I think DeSalvo's in good position anyways.
Hat-tricks win the draw along the near side. It's Steve Mealy who excavates all the way down into the Watertown zone. 50 seconds left on the kill for Danbury. 8:45 in this first period. It's 2-0 Hat-tricks as Taylor enters the Hat-tricks end. On the right side, rims it all the way around the glass, up high. It bounces to the near wing where Mafus drops to the point. McDonald shoots it off of Harrison, has the rebound, Harrison, but his shot stopped by Steve Brown and turned to the boards. Not out of the zone, played all the way back down low. King drops it back for McDonald, hops over his stick at the point, and goes back to the Watertown zone. 20 seconds left on the Wolves power play. Mafus right back into the zone. Right circle, looks to chip by McDonald, and he seals him off behind the net. Puck comes to the corner. Atwell trying to push it forward in that corner, and it comes by to a side battle for it. Hat-tricks win that battle and chip all the way down with Ojic getting the clear, and that will do it for the penalty kill. Jackson out of the box. Hat-tricks back to full strength with 8 minutes to go and a 2-0 lead here in the first. Coachman behind his own net will look to start right back up for Watertown. The long feed ahead to Day, and Jamelka able to get back on side. Day all the way across Yellowknee off his stick, and Jackson finds it for the Hat-tricks. Ahead to Gesso, and he'll dump it off a body. Can't get it in deep. Jackson able to work the puck right back into the neutral zone, feeding to the right side. Daniluk didn't see McKechnie coming off the bench, but he's still able to work the puck across. Gesso into the offensive zone, chips in on goal, and it's gloved by Cohen with 7:19 left. Now Brett Jackson getting into it a little bit with Yellowknee, or rather Michael Mann in front of the Watertown net. The 2-0 lead for the Hat-tricks.
And no surprise, Jesso's in there, sticking up for his teammate once again, and you could see actually, just going back a few seconds there, you could see how the Watertown Wolves, they really like to stretch things out. They, right as the penalty expired, they had one or two guys sitting on the far blue line. They like to throw that Hail Mary pass and try to generate speed, again, like I said, through the neutral zone and create offense that way.
Hat-tricks win the draw. It bounces right back in front. Ruiz, the one-timer, just wide. Tom Mealy crashes into the end boards looking for the rebound, but Watertown controls. Devine right to left out of his own zone. Gains the red line and chips to the Hat-tricks end. Didn't get a lot on it. Gallagher able to turn it right back forward toward Watertown ice. Kuznetsov dumps into the half wall. Cleared all the way out by Watertown, and that will go for icing against the Wolves with 6:52 left in the first. It's 2-0. Hat-tricks on top and an offensive zone draw coming up.
You could definitely see the game starting to get a little bit more physical here. Guys are definitely finishing all of their checks here, and you can definitely see the players' energy heightening a little more, even though both teams had a bit of a late night last night. Each team getting into Danbury later than about 4:30. But like I said, no energy lost here.
Tough part of the back-to-back on the home and home too.
Right.
So a long drive. What is that, about 5 hours?
That's right.
And that DeSalvo out of the net behind. Can't get the puck forward to a teammate, and Watertown takes right back over behind the Hat-Tricks net. McKechnie to the corner, along the far hash marks, muscling his way back to the point, now turns it right back down low. Man circling behind against McDonald, turning to the side of the net. McDonald, a good job to keep him to the outside, and it's turned right back to the point. Devine across Lekeka, the shot tips in front, and DeSalvo had to be alert, but that puck went wide. In the corner, the Hat-Tricks have it right back. Anderson turns up the far side. Mafus has it out in front. McKechnie one-timer fanned the shot, and it goes wide. DeSalvo pushes to the near boards, and the Hat-Tricks outlet to center. Steve Mealy at the center ice logo will slow things down and push ahead to Jackson, who tips in to the offensive zone. Jackson all alone on the forecheck with 5:45 to go in the first. Hat-Tricks up 2-0 as McDonald flags down a pass out of his own zone. Speeds to the Hat-Tricks end, turns it back to the slot, and it was in front of King, who couldn't get that pass, and the Hat-Tricks head the other way. Numbers for Danbury, 4-on-2. Dropping for Oliver into the zone, right circle, back down low. Ojic fires on goal, and Cohen makes the stop as the net comes off. And the Hat-Tricks maybe slowed down a little bit too much there on the 4-on-2 rush, but they still have the 2-0 lead and will have an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd play. You don't see a 4-on-2 all that often, but so sometimes guys can be maybe a little bit confused by that. But yeah, just trying to maybe do a little bit too much there. But I like the play from Ojic there off the pad, try to create a rebound that pops out into the slot for a teammate.
He did get a rebound, but the net came off, so
that's right.
It blew the play dead. Watertown wins the draw in its own zone. 5:15 to go in the first. 2-0 Hat-Tricks. Gesso forces the turnover in the neutral zone and dumps in to the offensive end to our right. We'll try to stop the puck along the near boards as Cohen cleared it, but it got past him to center. Atwell twirling right back into the zone. Cuts by to the circle. The shot kicked away by Cohen. Rebounded Jackson. Couldn't handle it at first. Now he has it back in the corner. Push against the boards by Taylor. Jackson still keeping the puck in his skates, but LaBelle is able to come away with it out of the battle for Watertown. His outlet out of the reach of his teammate, and Gallagher almost played it, so they wave off the icing. Daniluk ahead for Tom Mealy, who tips into the offensive end. Cohen behind the net for Coachman, who will outlet up the boards, chipping into the Hat-Tricks end. Bolting into the Danbury zone is Day, but Daniluk able to get to the puck first, and it's chipped up the glass. Deep to the Watertown end, Coachman turns and fires right back to center. He has Chimelka across for Harrison as he gets blasted into the Hat-Tricks bench. And a too many men call is coming. Not sure on which team. I believe Watertown, but we'll have the answer for you when we come back. A power play, I believe, for the Hat-Tricks after this here, up 2-0. The Hat-Tricks penalty kill is brought to you by Cyberus. Cyberus is a worldwide gaming clan here to bring you a world of entertainment in gaming. Support them on Discord and Twitch TV. It's too many men on the ice called against the Hat-Tricks, so Watertown gets its second power play of the night. Hat-Tricks leading 2-0 with 4:10 left in the first.
Just a little bit of confusion there. The Hat-Tricks looking to play with 3 defensemen and 3 forwards there, but not in the rules.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
That's right.
Hat-Tricks can't win the draw on the penalty kill. It's King along the near side. All the way across right side, McDonald shot. Rather, Taylor took that shot. It was blocked by Atwell. Taylor has it right back on the right point. McDonald on the left side, feeds down low to King. Bottom of the near circle. Works his way back up top, all the way across. McDonald, the shot stopped by DeSalvo as he kicks the net off as he came across. 24 seconds into the kill for the Hat-Tricks. That's a huge save for DeSalvo coming across and stopping McDonald on the doorstep there.
It's a really, really great save. Really good side-to-side athletic save. And McDonald's really got a knack for kind of getting lost, and I mean that as a compliment. Getting lost in the offensive zone and finding open space and really just showing a good target to his teammates, and it's no wonder why he's leading the league in points. He's got a real good knack for, like I said, getting lost in the offensive zone and finding open space for himself.
He has 9 power play goals, and that's a big reason why. You know he's going to kill you, almost like Ovechkin. You know he's going to kill you, and he still is able to find a way.
Yeah.
He has the puck right back across to Mafus, feeding all the way to the near side. Harrison, the shot kicked away by DeSalvo, doesn't know where it is. The Hat-Tricks find the rebound. Anderson able to clear 45 seconds into the kill. 3:20 left in the first period, and the Hat-Tricks holding on to a 2-0 lead here late in the first. Right to left, Lane King across to MacDonald on the near wing. Dumps all the way off the end boards to the far corner. Mafus jumps in there to play it right back down below. King takes it off the wall, looking up high, and now will drop right back down below the goal line. Out in front from McDonald to Harrison over his stick, and the Hat-Tricks clear. 45 seconds to go on the kill. Tal Finberg serving the too many men bench minor for the Hat-Tricks. Here with 2:45 left in the first. Devine off a body in on goal. DeSalvo gloves it down and will do it himself on the clear all the way down the ice. 30 seconds left on the kill for the Hat-Tricks. 2.5 in this first period. Jamayev into the Hat-Trick zone on the right wing. Cuts at the hash marks. Drops back. Feeds down low. Day working his way out in front. The backhand kicked away by DeSalvo. Into the corner. McKechnie has it for Watertown. 10 seconds left on their power play for the Wolves as Jesso forces the turnover and out to center. Watertown takes right back over at center. Jamayev into the Hat-Trick zone as Finberg exits the box. It's in on goal. It's DeSalvo will steer it to the side, played out to center by the Hat-Tricks. Ruiz has it in the neutral zone, left to right across the line, streaking into the slot, the wrist shot, he scores! Right as the power play for Watertown ends, Ruiz gets on the board, his 38th of the season. The Hat-Tricks lead 3-0 with 1:57 to go in the first.
Yeah, the Wolves' defense getting a little bit tied up there. Looks like Devine's still trying to find the answer with one of his teammates there, trying to direct traffic after the fact, but Johnny Ruiz doing a really great job of confusing the Wolves' defense and confusing them on who's got who, and anyways, comes in with a lot of room and just makes no mistake. It's a really well-placed shot. That's a hard shot for goaltenders to save, is that right above the pad type shot, above the pad, below the glove. It's a really tricky one for goaltenders.
Hat-Tricks get the kill and get the momentum shift once again with the goal right after it. The low wrist shot from Ruiz. It's his 38th of the season. The Hat-Tricks up 3-0 here late in the first. 1:40 to go. Taylor hammers right back into the Hat-Trick zone. Gallagher in the corner pins Jamayev against the boards. And the puck comes along the half wall to Steve Mealy, who will play it out to center. Atwell gets the only assist. Turned all the way up into the Hat-Tricks end again. 1:20 to go. Hat-Tricks up 3-0. Tipped in front. The shot, and they score. Jamayev with the answer. It was a quick passing play for Watertown out of the corner. And with 1:16 left, Jamayev able to squeak it by DeSalvo and get Watertown on the board.
Yeah, Watertown just showing really one of their strengths on that play. They're just like I referenced earlier with McDonald, a lot of their players have a tendency to sort of get lost and find really smart places in the offensive zone. And really just making no mistake there. That was a seeing eye pass and just a really quality shot.
Momentum swings back and forth, but the Hat-Tricks have really carried it most of the way here in the first. A minute left just about in the first. Hat-Tricks lead 3-1, but Jamayev has Watertown on the board. His 34th of the season, the second leading scorer for Watertown, now with 67 points. 50 seconds to go in the period. Steve Brown up the wing to Ojic, who will play it out to center. Jesso in center gets hit by his teammate Johnny McDonald, and he'll have to turn back with the puck at center. He'll just rip it into the zone. 30 seconds left in the first. 3-1 Hat-Tricks Watertown in its own zone, clearing but not out, and
it's a penalty,
is
coming up to Jesso here. Yeah, it was kind of a behind the play call where someone actually came to finish their check on Jesso, and looked like Jess just got his elbow up a little bit and caught the Watertown player in the face, and looks like he's going off for an elbowing penalty here.
The Hat-Tricks head back to the kill, and that's the last thing you want to do here. Watertown just getting on the board, taking an unnecessary penalty here. The Hat-Tricks giving Watertown a chance here to get within one. There's 26 seconds left in the first period. Hat-Tricks ahead 3-1, but heading to a Cybers penalty kill.
Yeah, we always reference the first and last minute of a period. Such an important part of the game where big momentum shifts can happen, and it's definitely not the time you want to be taking a penalty, and we'll see if the Hat-Tricks PK can come up big here.
First step is to get through these 26 seconds. Ruiz will take the draw against McDonald, and McDonald wins it to the point. Taylor off the wall to Jemayev, steering down low with 20 seconds left in the period. Back to the point, Taylor walks the line, feeds right back to Jemayev, far circle down low to McDonald. Back up high, Taylor has it through traffic, it's tipped, kicked away by DeSalvo, rebound try, makes the second stop, and now the whistle blows. 6.9 seconds left. DeSalvo once again stoning Watertown right in front on the doorstep.
Yeah, the Hat-Tricks PK getting drawn up in the zone a little bit there, and then the shot comes, and Watertown had three guys right in the slot there in real dangerous spots, but Petey coming up big.
Hat-Tricks with 7 seconds left in the period here. Ruiz will take the draw again against McDonald. Both players kicked out of the circle. Jemayev steps in, as well as Tom Mealy. Mealy scoops it forward and does get it out of the zone. Smart play by Mealy on the faceoff, and that'll do it here for the first period. After one, it's 3-1 Hat-Tricks, but 1:34 left on the Jesso elbowing call to start the second period. Hat-Tricks, it was Watertown who really controlled the first couple minutes of the game. I thought in the last 15 or so minutes of that period, it really came back in front for Danbury's favor. They just took a couple penalties, and the one at the end here after Watertown got their first goal.
A couple big momentum swings. It was, yeah, like you said, it was a tale of a few momentum swings in that period. Watertown coming out with a really quality start, and Hat-Tricks just weathering the storm and came back and scored a couple and really were controlling the play there. And like you said, just kind of taking a couple penalties that you definitely don't want to take in regards to momentum. I know we talk a lot about that. So, yeah, definitely looking to just kill that one off and get going in the second period here.
Well, that was John Stephenson. Happy to have you with us here on the broadcast tonight. My name is Josh Starr. It is 3-1 Hat-Tricks after 20 minutes of play. Goals from Zach Lazaro, Dustin Jesso, and the captain, Johnny Ruiz. We'll head to the second coming up next here on the Hat-Tricks YouTube channel. After 20 minutes of play, it is 3-1 Hat Tricks over Watertown here in Danbury on a Saturday night. New Haven Nighthawks night for the Hat Tricks, wearing the special throwback jerseys. And we are happy to bring you the action. Josh Starr with Hat Tricks defenseman John Stephenson. And it was a strong first for the Hat Tricks. It ended up a little bit on a slow note, but they got the first 3 goals. Watertown got one back, but it's going to be about a minute and a half of a penalty kill here for Danbury to start the period.
Yeah, interesting first there. Each team taking their turns with some momentum there, and like you said, Danbury not finishing on quite the note that they wanted to there in that period, but I'm sure they'll be fine going forward here. They've got a lot of energy tonight. Honestly, you can see it's a bit of a high-paced game here, and I love watching them finish their checks. Each team really, again, no love lost. It's really kind of a battle for first here almost.
Well, we have listeners from all over. I know there's a special group in Winnipeg right now that's tuning into the broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely wanted to take this time to shout out some of my family that's listening. I got my grandma Merle. She tunes in all the time. My uncle Randy. Really, my parents Daryl and Laura, and my brother and his wife Kyle and Tash. And some special boys of theirs, Emery and Zane Stephenson. They tune in all the time, and definitely wanted to shout them out. Hope you guys are doing good and had a great dinner tonight, and we'll see you guys soon.
Well, Emery and Zane, glad we could entertain you tonight, and we are ready to go here in period number 2. Hat Tricks on the kill to start things off, and Ruiz able to win the draw and playing it forward into the Watertown zone. 10 seconds into the second, Hat Tricks lead 3-1 with 1:20 left on a kill. Mafus into the Hat Tricks end, left circle, dumps it behind the net, all the way around the boards, near side. Watertown in the offensive zone to our right. At the top of the zone, it's Jamea. Right circle, he'll play catch at the point, has it right back. High slot, his shot all the way through, off of Ruiz, and Mealy will find and clear all the way down. Halfway through the Watertown power play, it was Gesso for elbowing late in the first, and we are now 40 seconds into the second. Hat Tricks on top 3-1. McDonald dumps into the Hat Trick zone. DeSalvo out of the net will play it off the glass, up the near boards, taken off the wall by Jamea. Trying to turn out was Mealy, but couldn't get it out. It's Watertown in the corner. King has it hop over his stick. Anderson stuffs it up the boards, can't get it by. Devine keeps it in to King, right circle, drags in the shot, blocked by Steve Brown. The rebound to McDonald is stripped by Steve Mealy, and he'll clear.
Bit of an unconventional block there by Brown, but did it nonetheless.
Almost got it under his armpit almost, and the Hat Tricks will take it. 15 seconds left on the kill, turned up the boards. Played along the near side, and the Hat Tricks almost having Ojic on a breakaway, just out of his reach. But with 5 seconds left, he'll charge into the offensive end. Steve Mealy has it, ending the penalty kill for the Hat Tricks. Gesso out of the box, and the Hat Tricks now 2 for 2 on the kill. Daniluk in his own end along the near boards, plays behind the net, gets sealed off, and the Hat Tricks turn it over. Harrison walking out in front, the shot kicked away by the left leg of DeSalvo, and turned up the boards and out to center by the Hat Tricks. That may go for icing, and it does, against Danbury. 1:56 into the second. Hat Tricks up 2, and DeSalvo and a couple big saves and a couple blocks on that penalty kill to get the job done.
Yeah, first off, like I said, big shout out to Brownie there with a big block. Almost looked like he wanted to block it with his face, but anything to get the job done there. And then a couple plays that DeSalvo had to be sharp on. The one bounce off the boards, that was a bit of a tough play there. It just sort of bounced right into the corner there, and DeSalvo was definitely sharp on that play, and he has been all night really. He's like I said earlier, he's such a rock back there for us, and really one of his biggest strengths has been playing the puck. He's so good at playing the puck. Keep an eye on that for the rest of the game as well, and just how he becomes a third defenseman, and he's just so effective in that sense in being able to break the Hat Tricks out of their own zone.
So aggressive coming out of his crease, and it really creates havoc for the other team on the forecheck when they dump the puck into the Hat-Tricks end. Danbury wins the draw 2 minutes into the second period. 3-1 lead for the Hat-Tricks. Atwell speeding through center, off the left wing, into the slot. It's stopped by Watertown, and Prajant will outlet up the right wing. Into the Hat-Tricks end, across the line to the right circle, cutting down low, the backhand through the goal mouth. The net comes off, the whistle still hasn't blown, and the puck is free for Day. The shot saved by DeSalvo with the left arm, and it comes along to the near boards. DeSalvo pushes the net back on. Prajant shot from the point, blocked by Ruiz, and the Hat-Tricks will push out to center. Puck in LaBelle skates. Hat-Tricks force the turnover. Kuznetsov right circle in the zone. Drops for Tom Mealy. Wide open. He scores! 4-1 Hat-Tricks early in the second. They force the turnover in the neutral zone. Kuznetsov finds Tom Mealy. Wide open. The Hat-Tricks have a 3-goal lead right back. 2:45 into the second.
Yeah, I referenced earlier about the Wolves, one of their strengths is getting lost in the offensive zone and doing a really good job of finding open space, and Tom Mealy does that same thing here on this play, and the Wolves defense sort of getting too focused on the two forwards, Ruiz there especially. The Wolves defense getting sort of sucked in on Ruiz and leaves Tom Mealy wide open on the back door. And he makes no mistake. He had, I think, about 3/4 of the net to shoot at.
Had a lot of room past Luke Cohen, his 10th of the year. And Luke Cohen will take a seat on the bench. Brent Clark changing goaltenders. Alex Bukaboom checking into the game for Watertown. It was 4 goals on 14 shots allowed for Luke Cohen as DeSalvo makes a save here in the Hat-Tricks end. 2:57 into the second. 4-1. Hat-Tricks on top as Bukaboom takes over. 5-2 Bukaboom is with a .918 save percentage and got the win last night for Watertown. Back in Watertown against the Hat-Tricks. Now he'll come in relief early on in this second period. Hat-Tricks.
He's a player I actually have played a couple times with in college and pro. He's a really cagey goaltender and really good, just a really athletic goaltender, and he's found a spot here in Watertown after a bit of a tough start to his season in Germany, and he's really turned it around and found a home in Watertown.
He came back from Europe, and one of his first couple games was in this building. The last time Watertown was here, it was when Pete DeSalvo shut out Watertown, but Bukaboom was under pressure that whole game, played well. He's been good so far. Again, 5 wins out of 7 starts, and he's in the net now for Watertown. Wolves win the faceoff. Shot blocker down by DeSalvo along the far side. Ojic will scoop out to center and swat it in by Ruiz. He'll go off for a change. 3:20 into the second. Hat-Tricks up 4-1. Ojic powers the puck right back down into the corner. Jesso spun around there, and Jackson trying to work it free. It comes to the point. Gallagher blasts, and Bukaboom high out of his crease, able to make the stop on the first shot he faces with a big blast from Garrett Gallagher at the point. 16:25 left in the second. Hat-Tricks up 3.
Yeah, that's a really effective play as a D-man that Gallagher makes. If you can really quickly almost one-time it off the boards like that, it's such an effective play, and almost more times than not really catches the goaltender off guard. Looks like Danbury is going with a face-off play here. They got Brown lined up on the left wing.
Steve Mealy at the right point. Anderson will take the draw against Mafus, but Watertown wins. So Brown will retreat back to the point. Slakeka up the right side to McKechnie, catches an edge, and the Hat-Tricks force the turnover right back toward the Watertown zone. Slakeka finds it at his own blue line, outlets ahead. Man into the Hat-Tricks zone, out to McKechnie in front. The shot stopped by DeSalvo in the far corner, right back out into the slot. It's tipped high in the air. McKechnie swatting it down behind the Hat-Tricks net. Man back out to the slot. A bouncing puck taken by Mafus on the backhand toward goal, kicked away by DeSalvo, and Anderson finds the rebound, banking ahead, looking for Steve Mealy. He'll negate icing. Bukaboom will clear up the far side. Up the left side, McKechnie into the Hat-Tricks end. Stopped at the circle by Lazaro, who will scoop up, but not out of the zone. Devine keeps in, across to McKechnie. 4.5 into the second. Hat-Tricks up by 3. Man cycling up to the point, all the way across far circle. Devine fakes the shot, feeds back through the slot, up high, off of Mafusa's stick and out to center. Coachman will dump right back in. Glove by DeSalvo, and he'll throw it behind the net for Steve Brown. Hat-tricks with Johnny McDonald in his own end will chip up the glass, hits the linesman, and McDonald will take over for Watertown. Jemayev into the offensive end, bottom of the far circle, shot up high, stop by DeSalvo, bounces to the boards behind the net, and Kuznetsov will outlet ahead. Tom Mealy racing through center across the line, and the Hat-tricks go in offside. 5:07 into the second. Hat-tricks up 3 early on in period number 2.
Tonight's game brought to you by Jersey Mike's. You want the best, now you got it. Jersey Mike's is here, and be sure to stop by at their locations in both Brookfield and Ridgefield. Jersey Mike's. Wow, that's good.
I've never heard someone read as good as you did.
Thank you. Picking it up on the fly, man. I got a great teacher.
You're a natural. Corey Anderson will step in to take the offensive zone face-off. The Hat-tricks are headed to a power play here out of the break. Jemayev in the box for the 3rd time tonight. You see what the call is on that, but the Hat-tricks get another man advantage here, up 4-1. 5:10 into the second. Ruiz left circle all the way across. It's blocked by Coachman and cleared out to center. Slashing the call against Coachman. And the Hat-tricks 15 seconds in to the power play will take over behind their own net. Right to left, Gallagher starting the break through center. Tom Mealy back skates into the offensive zone, stops at the top of the circle. Near side, back to the point, Gallagher. Walks across the blue line, feeds left side, Steve Mealy down low, Ruiz working his way back up high for Gallagher. Center point, down low, right past Steve Mealy, had an open net on the near post, all the way across. Tom Mealy, the shot, and it's stopped again by Bukaboom, who gets really far out of his crease there again. 1:17 left on the power play for the Hat-tricks. 14-10 left in the second. Danbury up 3 on the power play.
Yeah, a couple good looks there by Danbury. Steve Mealy, great job by keeping it in. Another great look by Gallagher. Steve Mealy was wide open at the side of the net there, just hopped over his stick. But like you said, Bukaboom. Definitely a goaltender that likes to challenge the shooter.
Hat-tricks can't win the draw, but it is kept in at the point by Lazaro. Jesso working his way, high slot, rips one. It's gloved by Bukaboom. Steve Brown providing the screen in front, and I don't know how anyone could ever see by Steve Brown, but Bukaboom able to glove it.
It's unbelievable. He's an absolute tree up there, especially him and Devine were the two that were standing in front of him. But, goaltenders, Bukaboom makes a great stop there.
Hat-tricks can't win the draw. It's cleared to center. Oliver swats it down in the neutral zone. Ojic right back into the zone, unable to take over. McDonald into the Hat-tricks end, short-handed, and Oliver able to intervene and knock that puck away into the corner. Hat-tricks with 50 seconds left on the power play. 13:40 in the second. Up 3. Lazaro through center, looking to slide ahead for Brown, who's stopped along the right side, but Lazaro will take right back in to the offensive end. Feeding to the near side, a whole ton of space over there, but Slaketka there first for Watertown. McDonald through to the hat-trick zone. Now Jesso at center will poke it by. Has it right back from Kuznetsov. Jesso at the left circle, dangles to the slot, and the right side, the shot from Ojic at the circle is stopped by Bukaboom. 21 seconds left on the power play for the Hat-tricks. Almost 7 played here in the second. Danbury still up 4-1. Early goal in this second period from Tom Mealy, but this power play hasn't really been able to get set up yet.
Yeah, not too much in regards to the setup. A couple good looks here. by Danbury, but like I said, Bukaboom kind of making it look easy just by how far out of the net he gets.
Ruiz wins the draw. Daniluk left point will fire all the way through. Kuznetsov looking to grab it out of the air, but unable to connect. Tom Mealy along the far side at the hash marks. Back to the point. The blast from Gallagher kicked down by Bukaboom, and he'll cover up with some help from Coachman in front. Patrick's unable to get traffic in front there besides Ruiz. Nobody there to get on top of that rebound. 7 minutes into the second. Patrick's up 3.
Yeah, it's definitely something we've talked about as a team, just on the power play, trying to generate a little bit more traffic, especially with Gallagher. He's got such a great shot from the point.
Ruiz wins the draw. Out of the box in 1 second is Jemayev. He steps out, but the Hat-Tricks keep the puck in. Daniluk at the left point. Down low to Ruiz. Along the corner. Gets sealed off by Coachman. And McKechnie will carry out to center. Jemayev already serving 3 minor penalties tonight out of the box. And turns around at the far circle. Dropping for LaBelle, who cuts down into the slot. Back out to Jemayev in the slot. The shot wide by McKechnie. DeSalvo may have gotten a piece of it, but now the Hat-Tricks right to left through center. The outlet from Tom Mealy intercepted, and Watertown will slow things down through center. Intercepted again by the Hat-Tricks, and Watertown will steal it right back. King into the Hat-Tricks end as he tries to jump by into the slot. The rip shot is stopped by DeSalvo and cleared all the way to the far side, where the Hat-Tricks turn it right back down low into their own zone. 8 minutes gone in the second. Back to full strength. Hat-Tricks clear to center, but it's taken by Watertown. 4-1 Danbury on top here on New Haven night. And now that one sneaks by DeSalvo. McDonald able to get that one through under the arm of Pete DeSalvo. And you do not see DeSalvo give up goals like that very often. It was really looked like a harmless shot for McDonald, but he will get his 44th of the year, and it's now a 2-goal game.
Yeah, I suppose those good players just find ways to score goals, and it's like you said, it looked like a bit of a harmless shot. Definitely one that Pete would want to have back, and just kind of starts at the red line though. Devine makes a bit of a nice little dance move around one of the Hat-Tricks players, moves it up, and the rest is history.
Hat-Tricks work their way through center off the face-off, up by 2 still, 4-2 Hat-Tricks, 11.5 to go in the second. DeSalvo remains aggressive right out of the net to play the puck, and Lazaro will outlet up the right side. It is Steve Mealy into the offensive zone, looking to dance by and cannot get deep past Coachman. So the Hat-Tricks have to turn back to center. Outwell right back into the offensive zone, looking to drag into the middle, backhands through the slot, all the way wide of the net. Anderson has it back, plays to the point, intercepted by Harrison, and he'll skate out to center for Watertown and play right into the Hat-Tricks end. DeSalvo off to the left side of his cage, ahead to Gesso, who springs through center. Past Jackson into the offensive end. Prejean up the far boards, taken by Brandon Day. Across to McKechnie, and he'll get the legs churning into the Hat-Trick zone. Caught from behind by Brett Jackson, and he will turn the puck to the Hat-Tricks corner, where McDonald will outlet to center. Taken by the Wolves and Devine. 10:40 to go in the second. 2-goal lead for the Hat-Tricks as Watertown takes over in the Danbury end, and it's shot right out of play. Swatted by a fan out in section 102, just trying to keep everyone safe.
Didn't spill his drink though.
That's an athletic play over there in 102. 10.5 to go in the second. 4-2 Hat-Tricks. You don't often see a puck from the far wing just shot out of play to the other side of the ice.
That was a bit of a wild play. Yeah, definitely keep your head up when you're at a live hockey game.
102 always has their head up.
That's right.
Hat-Tricks win the face-off in the neutral zone and play it deep into the offensive end. Sliketka able to take it there for Watertown and play it up the boards. Icing waved off. Sliketka limping off to the Watertown bench after taking the hit, and McDonald for the Hat-Tricks will bank ahead looking for Gesso, and he was offside as he went into the offensive zone. 10:08 to go in the second. 4-2 Hat-Tricks. No.
Bit of an odd play there. Looked like the Hat-Tricks thought it was going to be a whistle.
So did I.
Yeah.
And the Hat-Tricks, the rest of them keep playing, and now Tom Mealy able to draw a penalty in his own zone. He was ripped down And a tripping call coming up against Watertown, so the Hat-Tricks will head back to the power play when we come back up by 2 with 9:48 left in the second. Josh Starr joined by John Stephenson, Hat-Tricks defenseman on the broadcast tonight. It's 4-2 Danbury, and Hat-Tricks heading to the power play here with 9:48 left in the second. A big chance to get some momentum back.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of an odd sequence that last little minute there, and yeah, Watertown just taking a bit of an necessary penalty for themselves. Way down in the offensive zone, and you definitely don't want to do that as a player, take penalty in your offensive zone. But yeah, Tom Mealy drawing a penalty there just by moving his feet, and he's out there with the Hat-Tricks power play.
Corey Anderson will take the draw. It's Cole McKechnie who is off for tripping. And the Hat-Tricks head back to the Ferrer Electric power play. Anderson on the left circle. Hat-Tricks in the attacking zone to our left. He has Ruiz and Steve Mealy on his wings, and he wins the draw to the boards, but Watertown takes it back. Coachman fans on the clear, and the Hat-Tricks have the puck. Anderson banks to the point for Tom Mealy. 9.5 to go in the second period. Hat-Tricks just starting a power play. Anderson in the corner, switching places with Tom Mealy. Back down low. Steve will take it off the end board to Ruiz on the left circle. Dancing down low, drops back to Steve Mealy. Up to the point, Gallagher, center point, right back, left side, Mealy down low to Ruiz in the corner. Looking to twirl by LaBelle, fakes it, and goes back up high. Gallagher walking the line to the center of the point and will feed right back across to Ruiz. Down low, 45 seconds into the power play, and it's all the way to the far side for Tom Mealy to take off the boards. He's sealed off, will dive back to keep the puck alive, but it is cleared out. McDonald in, looking for a breakaway, shorthanded on DeSalvo, and DeSalvo makes the stop. His outlet feed to Steve Mealy up through center, sealed off along the far boards, still makes his way into the offensive zone. Ruiz at the right circle, cutting down low to the slot. Tom Mealy, the shot stuffed wide, back out in front off of Bukaboom through the goal mouth and trickles to the far boards where Watertown clears. Ruiz shooting that puck from below the goal line, but unable to get it by Bukaboom. 35 seconds left on the power play for the Hat-Tricks. 8:20 in the second period. Hat-Tricks ahead by 2. Lazaro right to left, up the left wing to Gesso, out of his reach. It banks in. Ojic streaking in, bottom of the zone, will turn around behind the net, upended, and will lose control of the puck. Steve Brown barrels in on the forecheck, but unable to keep the puck alive, and it will be cleared all the way down. 10 seconds to go on the Hat-Trick power play.
Some really back and forth chances on the power play for both teams there. McDonald with a chance on a partial break, and then Ruiz with a great chance. Just a real track meet on the power play.
McKechnie out of the box. Gesso into the offensive zone behind the net, swatted out in front, and Bukaboom will reach across and cover up as Devine goes down behind. And I think Ojic is going to get called for a penalty here. A play after the whistle. I didn't see the actual contact made, but it will be a slash against Ojic, and
I have a feeling it was a bit of an Academy Award-winning performance by 17 there. I don't know if the slash that was given had too much torque on it per se, but that's just my unbiased opinion.
Well, Devine, I looked over and Devine is on the ground looking to be in pain. Now he's ready to go for this power play for Watertown, but Hat-Tricks head to the Cyrus penalty kill nonetheless. McDonald will take the draw for Watertown. Hat-Tricks are unable to win the draw, but a penalty called against Watertown right off the gate. Corey Anderson able to work his way to the top of the zone there and was ripped down. McDonald will go off for hooking, and it'll be 4-on-4 for 157.
I think that could be a little bit of karma at work there. Anderson just moving his feet and draws a penalty. 4-on-4 for the next couple minutes here. Next minute 57 looks like.
So 7:37 left in the second. Hat-Tricks ahead by 2. And Anderson will take the draw to Steve Mealy. Back up high for Oliver. Atwell on the left side. And he'll feed it all the way through the slot to the far wing. No one was there for the Hat-Tricks. Banked ahead to Jemayev, who will race to center across the Hat-Tricks line on the right wing. Knocked off by Atwell, and he'll take over behind the Hat-Tricks net. Can't control the puck out of the zone. Lays a hit, but Slakeka takes over. Devine back out to the slot. Tipped away by Anderson, and the Hat-Tricks recover behind their own net. 7 minutes to go in the second. Hat-Tricks up 4-2. A minute 20 left on the 4-on-4. Steve Mealy will circle all the way back through the neutral zone into his own end to our right, weaving his way all the way back behind Pete DeSalvo in the Hat-Tricks cage. Now outletting ahead, Jesso through the left wing across the Watertown line and stopped at the circle. Mafus will take over and lays a big hit from Jesso on Mafus. Lost control, but it's another break up the ice for Watertown. Jesso and Devine chatting behind the play. Devine wants to go. Jesso not having any of it. Both just tangled up behind the play. Slakeka dances to the Hat-Tricks circle. Right side, the shot from McKechnie tipped off to Salvo, hits Brown and goes wide. The Hat-Tricks almost with the bad bounce there in their own end, but now Jesso streaks in to the offensive end to our left. Right point feeds all the way to the near corner. It's Johnny McDonald back to the point. Gallagher to McDonald, left circle, surveying, working his way up high. Now Gallagher from the right point, his shot blocked by Mafus, and he'll skate out to center. 5:45 to go in this second period. 4-2, Hat-Tricks on top. Some pushing and shoving behind the play with Gallagher. Can't quite see who that is for Watertown, but they'll blow it dead. They may both get a couple minutes for roughing. It was McKechnie back in that corner. I think they might send them both.
Yeah, looks like he'll just take both here. Looked like a bit of an innocent play. I don't know why that really came of anything. It was just kind of got tangled up, and ref just decided that he'd seen enough, and let's just even it up here. And like I said, bit of a harmless play there.
Yeah, it really didn't. You see that happen all the time, and nothing gets called. So
yeah, just couldn't get untangled, I suppose, and I think the ref might have just been anticipating that they might drop the gloves there, but
maybe the refs, one of those we're trying to take control of the game, not let it get out of hand. But
yeah,
it's a 2-goal game late in the second. Nobody's taking any extra penalties they don't need to take right now.
That's right.
Hat-Tricks and Wolves here late in the second. 5:42 to go in the middle period. Hat-Tricks up 4-2. A neutral zone face-off. And Ojic out of the box. And now it is McDonald out of the box. So we're back to 5-on-5 right out in front. Ruiz battling the rebound. That puck was loose, but a quick whistle there from the referee. And Bukaboom able to cover it up with 5:29 to go in the second.
Yeah, Ojic coming right out of the box there. That was, again, really unique how the penalties were 3 seconds apart. So you had Ojic come out of the box, and then McDonald 3 seconds later just chasing him. And again, Ojic just putting a puck on net, and really Bukaboom allowed quite a juicy rebound there, but recovered and covered the puck.
The Hat-Tricks have the top line out with Ruiz to take the face-off. He'll win it back at the circle. Finberg and Oliver get caught up with each other, and it comes to center. Oliver will rainbow right back into the offensive end. Bukaboom leaves it behind for LaBelle. 5:12 to go in the second. Hat-Tricks up 2. Long stretch pass for Watertown, left to right through center by everybody. DeSalvo out of the net will leave it to the near boards. Atwell starts the rush for the Hat-Tricks. Played to the far boards. Finberg can't get there, but Oliver does for the Hat-Tricks. Walks into the offensive zone, into the corner, has it right back, down low, out in front. Mealy stuffing away at it, and the net comes off. And a whistle blows here with 4:50 to go in the second. 4-2 Hat-Tricks. We'll step aside and we'll be back for the end of the second.
Tonight's game also brought to you by TK's American Cafe on White Street in Danbury. Stop by TK's. Try one of their 76 amazing wing flavors. I got to get down there and figure out which one my favorite is.
It's TK'sAmericanCafe.com. I just was over there the other day, actually.
What's your favorite flavor, if you had to choose?
The pterodactyl are supreme. It is a mix of barbecue sauce and teriyaki sauce.
Wow.
It is outstanding, the wings over at TK's. Brown, the shot from the point, just wide of the net, and it is turned away in the corner. 4.5 to go in the second. Hat-Tricks up 4-2. Anderson, wraparound try all the way through the blue paint and out to center, where the Hat-Tricks will have to go back for it. Lazaro able to find it and feed across for McDonald. The bank ahead. Steve Mealy into the offensive zone. Right circle. Drops back for Corey Anderson. Steps into a shot. It's kicked away by Bookaboom. Near side, King will outlet all the way into the Hat-Tricks end. McDonald drops it back to center, and Taylor gloves down for Watertown. Puck stopped in Taylor's skates. He didn't know where it was, and the Hat-Tricks forced the turnover back into their own zone. 4 minutes to go in the second. Up the right side, Steve Mealy into Gesso and into the offensive zone. Right circle, Gesso cuts the slot, fans on the shot, and will backhand toward goal. Tipped away by Bookaboom as McDonald finds it for Watertown and launches up the ice to Jamea. He's stopped at center. Ojic skates into the offensive end. Right circle, wrist shot, glove by Bookaboom. That was a quick shot from Ojic. And with 3:33 left, Bookaboom melts it down. Hat-Tricks up 2 here late in the second.
Yeah, seeing some really good creativity from Gesso again. He's such a crafty player, and you combine that with some really great speed that he's got. It makes him so dangerous anytime he's in the offensive zone. And this line with Jackson and Ojic, such a crafty line altogether. And with an offensive draw to Bookaboom's left, see what they can do.
Jackson unable to win it with 3.5 to go in the second. Hat-Tricks up 2. It's gloved down at center by Watertown. Oliver lays a huge hit at center, and the Hat-Tricks come away with the puck. 3-on-3 through center, right to left. Ojic up the left wing. Stops just inside the blue line. Oliver has it out in front. Gesso swats it just wide of the net. And it comes out to center as Chamelka clears. Big chance there for Dustin Gesso in front, looking for his second of the night. But the Hat-Tricks unable to convert. Bookaboom along behind his own net will get turned over up the boards. Ojic trying to work his way to the slot, but Devine intercepts and carries to center. Jamaeff on the left side, skates into the Hat-Trick zone, sidesteps Oliver, and works his way in deep. 2:45 to go in the second. Up the near boards. It is stopped along there by Ojic, but played right back down low. Ojic trying to hammer to center, and he does get it by Devine, who will take it right back toward the Hat-Trick zone. Looking to backhand in past Atwell. He muscles it down low. Atwell recovers and scoops out to center from the circle. 2:20 to go in the second. 4-2 Hat-Tricks. Michael Mann in his own zone up the left side for Mafus. Coachman off to Mann on the left wing into the Hat-Tricks end. Works his way down low. The shot stopped by DeSalvo, falling down in front. He'll pounce on it with the glove. 2:10 left in the second. Hat-Tricks still up 2.
Yeah, real good shift by Oliver there. He like you mentioned, he lays a real good hit at the blue line, and he follows that play up with a pass up ice, and then follows his pass and creates a chance in the offensive zone, and doesn't quite turn into a goal, but it's really just a heads-up play where he saw an opening and saw he could make a difference offensively and jumped up in the play.
Face off to DeSalvo's right in the Hat-Trick's end. Ruiz will take against McKechnie. 2:10 to go in the second. Hat-Trick's up 4-2. Ruiz jumps in early. Kuznetsov will have to step in and take this face off.
The Hat-Trick's looking at Day here at the top of the circle as a threat. Looking like Kuznetsov is probably going to fly out there and try and cover him.
He got kicked out, so Mealy had to take the draw, and it was one back to Day, who tried to get to the slot, but he lost control of the puck. Steve Brown crunches him along the boards in the corner. The puck hops to the far wing, where Johnny McDonald able to clear up, and the Hat-Tricks have numbers. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Tom Mealy across, looking for Kuznetsov all the way at the right circle. A bouncing puck. He tipped it on taking the shot, but it went out of play with 1:48 to go, and the Hat-Tricks up 2 in the second.
Yeah, late in the period here, the ice is a little more rough. Again, that corner to Pete DeSalvo's right, providing some issues for both teams kind of thing, but ends up getting out to the point and then going a little bit boing out to the left wing there, and just kind of creates a bit of a 2-on-1, but good defensive play by the Wolves.
A little bit boing. I love it. Hat-Tricks win the draw. Mealy rips one. It's gloved by Bukaboom. And with 1:44 left in the second, Hat-Trick still on top 2. We'll send out this top line once again.
Yeah, when you're at a loss for word, you use sounds.
I'm gonna start saying that all the time. A little boing.
Yeah.
Hat-Tricks can't win the draw. Ruiz unable to work the puck forward. It's scooped out to center. Kuznetsov swatting right back in to the neutral zone where Watertown takes over. 90 seconds to go in the period. Day rims it around the boards. Near corner, McKechnie unable to get there for Watertown. Hat-Trick's clear to center. Prejean backtracks into his own zone. Inside his own line across Coachman and the outlet through center. Man swats across McDonald into the Hat-Trick zone. High slot, the shot glove by DeSalvo. 1:13 to go in the second. Hat-Trick's up 2, and DeSalvo making a big stop there on the league's leading scorer.
Yeah, McDonald again, just like I've said this whole broadcast, just finding himself in good places where he can put himself in some good spots to create some scoring chances, and once again just kind of lurking at the far blue line, and the puck seems to find him like it always does, and DeSalvo in really good position there.
Hat-Trick's unable to win the draw. It's turned right back down low. And along the far circle, McDonald plays right back to the slot. Anderson intercepts and taking out to center. He's upended. That will be a penalty on Watertown. 57.2 to go. Anderson, for the second time this period, has drawn a penalty in his own zone. And the Hat-Tricks will head back to the power play here late, up by 2.
Yeah, Anderson, he's such a hard worker that it's no surprise that he draws as many penalties as he does. And again, they're just moving his feet, trying to break out of the zone by himself, and gets taken down. Looks like he's a little bit keeled over, going to the bench here, but he'll be all right. Again, drawing a really quality penalty for the Hat-Tricks here.
So similar to the first period where the Hat-Tricks took a late penalty, now the Hat-Tricks have a chance late in the second to extend the lead to 3 on the power play. Ruiz, with a minute left in the period, wins the draw, up by 2. Tom Mealy turns it back to the point. Off the wall, Gallagher takes the puck and feeds right back down low. Lazaro in the corner looking to back it out through his legs. Tip to the point, and Gallagher can't keep it in. He'll skate back to his own zone and have McDonald right on his back, so he'll turn around and now skate back out to center. Tom Mealy into the offensive zone. 30 seconds left in the period. Hat-Tricks on the power play. Steve Mealy back down low behind the net out in front. Ruiz, one-timer, the rebound all the way across. Tom Mealy had an open net but couldn't control the rebound. On the left point, Gallagher banks down low to Ruiz. Out in front to Lazaro, stick lifted to the point. Tom Mealy the shot, rebound. Ruiz skies it over the net. He had a wide open cage and a tough angle to shoot from, and he's upset with himself for missing that one with 9.3 seconds left in the period.
Such a huge chance there, such a huge chance. Once again, Bukaboom way out of his crease, and The rebound pops to Ruiz, and Bukaboom's out of position slightly, but I'm not sure if he made that save or there was a defenseman playing goalie on the goal line there, and Ruiz just not quite able to capitalize, but a couple really nice quality chances by the Hat-Tricks here.
They have 9.3 to try and get another quality chance. Ruiz wins the draw across Gesso in the slot. Puck worked free by Ruiz. The shot blocked off by LaBelle, and he'll clear to end the period. Hat-Tricks will head into the third up by 2 with 1 minute and 2 seconds of power play time to start the final period. And it was the one goal early on for the Hat-Tricks in the second. Justin McDonald answered a goal Pete DeSalvo probably would want back, but the Hat-Tricks can't ask for much more. Up by 2, heading into the final period against the league's first place team.
Yeah, it's definitely the spot you want to be. Is up a couple goals going into the third. It's the old if I would have told you you'd be up by a couple, you'd definitely take it. So I think the Hat-Tricks pretty happy with their game there, and seeing some really good habits out of them. Just finishing their checks, just tight checking in the D zone, and getting some really good quality looks on the power play. You add it all up, and it sums up to be a good quality period.
The Hat-Tricks will look to hold on to that 2-goal lead and keep some of those quality characteristics of their game into the third. Hat-Tricks ahead 4-2 after 40 minutes. We'll be back for the third period after this. just about set for the third period of action here from Danbury Arena. It's 4-2 hat tricks after 40 minutes of play. Josh Starr with you alongside hat tricks defenseman John Stephenson. And after 40, hat tricks up 2, a minute and 2 on a power play to start the final period and a chance to try and really put this game away.
Yeah, the hat tricks in the first 58 seconds of that power play really generated some good quality chances, and Bukaboom with a couple nice stops, maybe with some help of his defenseman. But hat tricks, yeah, definitely it's a note that you like to start off a period on, and hopefully they can generate some momentum, and we'll see what they can do with it.
Now, over the intermission, a game in Carolina just ended. Carolina beating Columbus 3-2. That puts the hat tricks back into second place, and we can finally start maybe talking about this a little bit more as we head down the stretch of the season. But hat tricks started the night in third place, back into second, and up 4-2 after 40 minutes. Here with a power play, halfway done to start the third. Hat tricks win the face-off forward and enter the offensive zone to our right. It is taken down low behind the net and turned right back up high. Gallagher turns to Ruiz. Across right circle, Tom Mealy stopped at the circle. Gallagher has it right back up high. Will feed all the way down low. Tipped just wide by Anderson, and Ruiz finds the rebound back. Along the far boards, back up high, Gallagher swats one wide of the net. 30 seconds into the final period. Hat tricks with 30 left on a power play. Steve Mealy through traffic hits Anderson, and it bounds into the corner. Along the far side, tipped out to center, and the hat tricks have to push right back into the zone. Ruiz on the left circle, down low, the backhand try, up high, over the net. Ruiz takes a hit up high, and that will be a penalty against Watertown. The hat tricks captain goes down behind the net, looks to be okay. Good enough to catch the stick out of the air from Tom Mealy, threw it right at him.
Yeah, no worse for wear there.
Hat tricks up 2 here with Coachman heading off for high sticking. I believe it's just a minor. Ruiz didn't seem to be bleeding.
He's checking his teeth, making sure they're all there. Looks to be there. No black gaps in his teeth from what I can see here, but yeah, just looks like it was a bit of a high hit. Just kind of an awkward play, but against the rules, so he'll serve 2 minutes.
The hat tricks stay on the power play here. Another 2 minutes, a minute and 45 of a regular power play after 15 seconds of a two-man advantage. Gesso will take the draw 48 seconds into the third, up 2. He'll win it. Lazaro walks along at the point, across to Oliver. 9 seconds on the 5-on-3 for the hat tricks. Lazaro to the right circle, and Gesso's stick explodes in his hands as he takes the shot. It goes behind the net, and Oliver able to take over far side. Back to a 5-on-4 power play. Gesso with a new stick, dances down low into the corner, feeds up high to Oliver at the point. Looking to switch places with Lazaro, right side, across to the far wing. Kuznetsov the shot, and it's smothered by Bukaboom. 1:19 into the third. Hat tricks with 90 seconds left on the power play, up 2.
Yeah, Ojic with just a heads-up play there. With he was closest to Gesso after his stick broke, so handed him his stick, and Gesso not able to get a point. But it's always something you almost hope for. Is you really like to see if a guy gets a stick off the bench that someone else is to score a point with it.
Some good mojo coming off from the bench there. But hat tricks still on the power play here. 1:25 left on it. Can't win the draw. 90 seconds into the third period. Hat tricks on top 4-2. Gallagher crunches McKechnie into the boards, and the hat tricks take the puck back. Ruiz ahead up the left wing. Anderson speeds into the zone, left circle. His wrist shot is gloved down by Bukaboom. 18:22 to go in regulation. Hat tricks with 70 seconds left on a power play, up 2.
Yeah, just a really good play by Gallagher there, shutting the winger off and being able to turn the puck over back up ice. And we've seen it a couple times from the hat tricks D, just making really good hits along the boards, and it turning into a transition to go the other way.
Watertown wins the draw in its own zone. Devine will chip out to center. Jamelka into the hat-trick zone almost, but held up because McDonald was in offside, and Watertown throws it right back into its own zone. LaBelle behind the cage to Devine will chip it high off the glass, and it rockets all the way down. 2 minutes into the third, 45 seconds left on a Hat-Tricks power play, up by 2. Gallagher behind his own net will start the breakout left to right. On the left wing, Tom Mealy will slowly weave his way back into his own zone. Try up the right wing this time, and he's stopped by Chamelka. He'll have to turn back again. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Hat-Tricks. Corey Anderson charges into the zone, drops to Tom Mealy, rather Steve, out in front to Ruiz, and he scores! Steve Mealy down low, Johnny Ruiz wide open in front, a wide open cage, and he puts it home, his second of the night, his 39th of the season. The Hat-Tricks lead 5-2, 2.5 minutes into the third.
Yeah, just a great quality breakout by the Hat-Tricks here, and where it really turns into a positive play is Anderson just taking it up the ice. He's such a good power forward and just uses his speed to draw the defender backwards. Makes a good play to Mealy, and Mealy finds Ruiz open in the slot. In the crease, rather.
Hat-Tricks captain with his second of the night, and the Hat-Tricks 3-goal lead back in play here. 17-20 in regulation. Jackson tips into the offensive zone. Behind the net, Bukaboom. It is Steve Mealy and Corey Anderson getting the assist as Watertown plays all the way down to the Hat-Tricks end. DeSalvo up the far board, stopped by King out in front, and Ojic intercepts just as it was about to get to McDonald's stick. Right side, Jackson through center, left to right, deep into the offensive end. Bukaboom out of the net will play it up the boards. LaBelle to outlet up the right side. McDonald speeding into the Hat-Trick zone, cutting down low, the backhand up high, sealed off by DeSalvo into the far corner. McDonald has it back behind the net, swatting back to Day at the circle. Atwell intercepts along behind the goal line, and Jetso will carry out to center. Through center up the right wing, near side into the zone. Cuts to the corner and was all alone, so Watertown able to strip him of the puck and chip out to center. Brandon Day on his tape to the backhand, off to the left wing. Harrison into the Hat-Trick's end behind the net. To a side battle behind Pete DeSalvo. Comes free, side of the cage. Chamelka hits it off the edge of the net. It's Watertown right back on the puck in the corner. Chamelka with Ruiz battling. It comes along to the corner where Day takes it near side. Day's shot stopped out by Oliver in front. Devine keeps it in at the point. Backhands down low behind for Chamelka. Out in front, Day, one-timer, and DeSalvo coming off the post makes the stop for the Hat-Tricks right in the chest. 4:07 into the third. Hat-Tricks up 3. DeSalvo, he hasn't been busy at times, but when he does get tested, he's always been up to the task tonight.
Absolutely. He's caught in really good position there and makes a quality stop. And the Hat-Tricks running around a little bit there. The Wolves showing another one of their strengths. And that's the cycle game in the offensive zone, just using that game to generate some chances, and finds one of their forwards backdoor, but like I said, DeSalvo up to the task.
Right side, Devine, the shot off a body. Atwell a little bit slow getting up as that puck hit him. Mafus also down. Atwell limping to the bench. Hat-Tricks in the offensive zone. Steve Mealy has the puck, dropping back to the point and feeds down low. McKechnie intercepts, and now the whistle blows. Mafus still down on all fours inside the Hat-Trick zone. 15:33 left in regulation. And Atwell also coming up lame after that play. He's hunched over on the Hat-Trick's bench.
Yeah, it almost looked as if the puck hit two guys at once. Not exactly sure who it hit or what exactly happened, but it looked like Atwell and Mafuz were both tangled up, and both sort of got the brunt end of the stick there. But Mafuz to his feet now. But he looked like he was in some serious pain there for a bit. The play had gone down to the Wolves' defensive zone.
He stayed down. He's not putting a ton of weight on his left leg right now. He's helped off and is having a ton of trouble getting back to the Wolves bench off the ice. It is that left leg. Atwell is standing on the Hat-Trick's bench now. Looks like he'll be okay. But Mafus looks to be in some real trouble here, and he'll be checked on by the trainer behind the bench. Hat-Tricks will have an offensive zone face-off out of it. 4:27 into the third. They lead 5-2. Corey Anderson will take the draw. Hat-tricks don't have enough players on the ice. Now Finberg will hop off the bench and take a spot on the right wing. Steve Mealy on the left wing for Corey Anderson. Daniluk and Gallagher at the point. Justin McDonald out on the ice for Watertown. Hat-tricks win the draw. Finberg fanning on the shot at the bottom of the circle will lose it to Watertown. McDonald out to center, right to left, into the hat-trick zone. Stopped just inside the line, and Steve Mealy will race back the other way into the offensive zone. Knocked off the puck just as he got into the zone, and it's turned right back to center. Justin McDonald tips into the hat-trick zone. Daniluk will trek back for it in his own end. Up the far boards, it's banked to center. Taylor will corral it at the red line and blast it right back in along the boards to the near wing. Hat-tricks work it off the boards, and Ojic will outlet up the left side to Finberg. Jets into the zone, fakes the shot, now swings wide to the left, out in the slot. Jackson, he scores! Finberg fakes the shot and finds Jackson alone in the slot. He rips it by Bookaboom. It's 6-2 Hat-tricks, 5:10 into the third.
Yeah, Tal Finberg, the 10th forward just tonight, gets an opportunity on a line with Ojic and Jackson. I think he was trying to throw that on net or tried to pass to Ojic, who was the center lane drive, and it went off a leg right on Jackson's stick, and he was in the low slot and struck it home. Really, really well-placed shot. Again, similar to the Ruiz goal earlier in the game. It was right above the pad, below the glove, and looks like Bookaboom was a little bit off his angle.
That's Jackson's 10th of the year. He scored last night too, so a pair of goals on the weekend for Jackson. And the Hat-tricks up by 4 on their way, trying to split this home-and-home series. They're right back through the neutral zone, left to right off the face-off, and Ojic will take it at the right circle. Cuts down low. His stick explodes through his hands as he takes the shot, and the Hat-tricks still able to find the puck. The shot from the far wing, stopped by Bookaboom into the corner, and Harrison will chip out to center. McDonald back for the Hat-tricks just in front of his own blue line. Will play right back forward to the offensive zone. Watertown able to come away with the puck in its own end. Ruiz at center, blasts in on Bookaboom, and it's gloved down all the way to the far side behind the net as it's rimmed right back in by the Hat-tricks. 6 minutes in to the third. Hat-tricks up by 4 with 2 goals so far in this third period. Hat-tricks in on the forecheck. Tom Mealy forces the turnover low in the Watertown end. Muscles the puck back to the half wall where Ruiz dumps it right back below the goal line. Prajant takes over for Watertown. Up the far boards, Atwell pinches to keep it in. On his backhand, skates toward the slot. Now works his way to the far circle where he lost control. In the corner, Harrison pinned up against the boards by Kuznetsov. Tom Mealy lets the puck drop back to the point. Ruiz skates over to get it and blasts one high and wide. To the near point, the rebound. Oliver's shot tipped wide by Kuznetsov, and it bounds to the side of the net where Bookaboom will cover up. 13:15 to go in regulation. It is 6-2 Hat-tricks in the third.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Ferrer Electric. You need power. Pete is going to light you up. Dependable, reliable, and services you can trust. Pete Ferrer and his team get you the juice to turn you loose. Light them up, up, up. FerrerElectricLLC.com.
Attaboy, John. 13:15 to go in the third rather. Hat-tricks up 4. and looking to win the second game of this back-to-back with Watertown. Watertown won at home last night, and McDonald will dump into the hat-trick zone 7 minutes in to this third period. Hat-tricks find the puck along the boards. Finberg can't clear, and it's Watertown down low. Jamayev out in front, knocked away by DeSalvo. Rebound try. Day smashes back toward goal, and DeSalvo sprawled out on his back, able to make the stop. Behind the net, Oliver will find it for the hat-tricks and clear through center. Finberg can't get there for the hat-tricks, and it goes for icing against Danbury. 12:35 to go in the third. Up for the hat-tricks, and DeSalvo making a big stop there on Day.
Yeah, quite the play there. He really, just like I referenced earlier, he goes and plays the puck like that third defenseman that he is, and makes a good play up to Tal on the wing, and Finberg tries to chip it off the glass, but it hits. I think that might have gone out of play and came back in the zone. Really odd bounce, but works out in regards to the Wolves in that sense. But DeSalvo coming up really massive with another save.
Slaketka's shot from the point is stopped by the hat-tricks. Turn to the board. Steve Mealy drops to Atwell, and Atwell will skate to center. Left to right, Atwell into the offensive end. Sealed off along the boards by Slaketka. Still gets the puck in deep. The hat-tricks will lose control, and it's turned ahead by Watertown. Into the hat-tricks end, offside at the Danbury line. Watertown.
Yeah, I think the hat-tricks got away with one there a little bit with the Wolves going offside. Atwell caught deep on his rush, and he looked a little tired on the way back, but OJ covering for him, and thankfully it went offside.
The faceoff comes out into the neutral zone just outside the hat-tricks blue line, far wing. On the left side, the hat-tricks win the draw. Jesso dances past Chamelka into the offensive zone, and they go in offside at the Watertown line this time. 8:04 into the third, hat-tricks up by 4.
Yeah, Watertown D-men just doing a really good job with their gap there, holding the blue line. And if you're a young defenseman watching, that's the definition of a good gap there.
Hat-tricks can't win the draw at center. Watertown turns it to the far wing. Slaketka up through center. Chamelka stopped at the hat-tricks line by Gallagher, and it's turned ahead into the Danbury zone. Chamelka retaliates against Gallagher, who is down. The hat-tricks work their way into the offensive zone. Bukaboom out of the net, plays the puck. Gallagher just getting to his feet. Chamelka, a retaliation penalty there, and now in the Watertown zone, some pushing and shoving along the far side. All this with 8:25 into the third. Hat-tricks lead by 4, and looks like they'll head to the power play here.
Yeah, intensity's starting to ramp up a little bit. Didn't see exactly what happened on the Gallagher play, but Jesso sort of running into Bukaboom in the offensive zone, and that attracts a crowd as well. Devine is the first one in there, and I don't know. It looks like he's
fake tossing the puck to the fans.
He's toying with Section 200 there. He's playing a similar role to Jesso, but for Watertown's side.
I know Ron Rogel and all the people over there in the Animal House love it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have it any other way over there.
They're just as much a part of the game as the players sometimes, really having an effect on the game in that sense, and that's the beauty of fans in the game of hockey. It's just so much fun playing in front of people, and with such high energy like that.
Well, it is a Ferrer Electric power play for the hat-tricks. Chamelka off to the box. 8:25 into the third. Hat-tricks up by 4. Last night it was Watertown with 3 straight goals in the third period to put a clamp on the game and win against the hat-tricks. And the hat-tricks looking to do the same tonight. 2 goals so far in the third. They start a power play here. They're able to win the draw. Out in front to Anderson. The shot off Bukaboom's left shoulder and wide of the net. In the corner, Mealy turns it back up high and feeds right back down low. Anderson jetting out in front. The rebound by Ruiz off the side of the net. Steve Mealy turns it up the far boards back to Ruiz. On the left circle, the captain settles down into the corner. 30 seconds into the power play for the hat-tricks. 11 to go in regulation. Danbury ahead 6-2. Steve Mealy off the far boards, blasts one in, rebound, try, and the second try, the Hat-Tricks able to slide it toward the goal, but Bookaboom on top of it, down, and he's sprawled out this time, but able to make the stop with 1:21 left on the Hat-Tricks power play.
Yeah, that's a byproduct of a goalie who challenges a lot. That's if you can't find the rebound, you find yourself scrambling a little bit like Dominic Hasek used to do quite a bit, and Bookaboom able to cover it there.
Face-off will be to his right. Jesso will take for the Hat-Tricks, wins it to the far boards. Oliver up the far side, down low to Steve Brown, down behind the net on the power play. Ojic takes it behind, outlets right ahead to Jesso, who feeds one toward goal, and it's smothered by Bookaboom. Through a little bit of traffic there from Jesso on the top of the circle, but Bookaboom able to see it. 1:10 left on the power play, 10:45 left in the third.
Yeah, the Hat-Tricks moving the puck pretty well here. Finding some chances, but that shot just going right in the chest.
Danbury wins the draw. Oliver left circle shot, tipped by Brown in front, but saved by Bookaboom. Oliver has the rebound back at the point. Works his way down to the slot. The shot tipped wide and into the corner. Man scoops off the boards, and McKechnie able to find it and skates out to center. Hat-Tricks turn it right back there. Chipped into the offensive end by Ojic, and LaBelle will find it for Watertown. 40 seconds left on the Hat-Tricks power play. Watertown clears all the way down. Halfway through this third period, 30 seconds to go on the Hat-Tricks power play. Ahead by 4, Kuznetsov jetting through center, left to right, stops along the far circle, dumps it to the near boards. Jesso has it off the wall and works down low. Lays down the Slaketka along the way and comes away far side with it. Out to the top of the far circle. Leaves for Gallagher at the point. To the left side, it's Kuznetsov. Works his way down low. The wrist shot off Slaketka in front, and Watertown finds the rebound. McDonald banks out to center. Chamelka out of the box. Hat-Tricks can't convert on the power play. Rimmed around by McDonald deep into the Watertown zone. Slaketka high off the boards and all the way down the ice. That'll go for icing against Watertown with 9:24 to go in the third. Hat-Tricks lead by 4 here, and we are just about heading to the finish here in Danbury.
Tonight's game also brought to you by La Quinta. For a comfortable stay with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham and Danbury. As for the Hat-Tricks friends and family rate, you can't beat it. La Quinta. Once again, been my home for about 6-7 weeks now. Can't say enough good things about them. Great staff, great people, lovely stay.
They get the job done over at La Quinta, just like the Hat-Tricks so far tonight. 9:15 left in the third, up 6-2. Watertown wins the draw in its own end and will skate out to center, right to left. Chamelka to the Hat-Tricks end, backhand kicked away by DeSalvo. Now the Hat-Tricks have numbers if they hurry. It's Tom Mealy looking for Kuznetsov, who was crashing into the zone, but it's tipped away. Mealy will turn back in the neutral zone. Dropping back for Atwell, under 9 to play in the third. Hat-Tricks up by 4 all the way into the Watertown zone. Bookaboom leaves behind. Both teams changing lines. Devine will start the breakout for Watertown ahead up the left wing. Man rims it into the Hat-Tricks zone behind the net. DeSalvo up to play it up the far boards. Swatted back down low by McKechnie. Hat-Tricks take over behind the net. Up the near side, Lazaro able to bank to center and get by one. He's able to block the dump in from Coachman, and Watertown will have to track back into its own zone. Coachman twirling in front of the circles will chip to center, and Man takes over at the red line. Across to the left wing, Gallagher blocks the pass in, but McKechnie comes away with it and chopping at that shot. Wasn't able to get in deep. Hattricks turn to center. Right back into the Danbury zone. Hattricks control, and Gallagher will skate to center. Left to right. Flutters into the offensive zone. Hattricks will go off for a change. Under 8 to play in the third. Danbury up by 4 over Watertown. Stretch pass from the Wolves all the way down for icing against Watertown. 7:45 to go in the third. Hattricks up 4. And there's that long home run pass you talked about earlier from Watertown that didn't work out for them.
Yeah, once again, the Wolves are trying to go back to what they've done in the past and what's made them successful in the past. But the Hattricks have been doing a great job of it all night. Just like I said, their gaps have been really good. Just doing a really good job of just getting in the way of those passes and just breaking them up.
Watertown wins the draw in its own zone. 7.5 to go. Hattricks force the turnover. Jackson down low. Backhand just wide of the net into the corner. And a penalty is called against Watertown. High sticking. And McDonald looks to be in disbelief. Him and Coachman are heading over toward the box. And Coachman will be the guilty party here. 7:33 left in the third. Hattricks to the power play. Up by 4.
Yeah, once again, just a very untimely penalty for the Wolves. Looks like the Hattricks have an opportunity to really just put the nail on the coffin here. To go up 5 would really do that. And again, just a penalty that you definitely don't want to take. It's there's penalties that you can live with and penalties that you can't, and that's probably one that you can't. It's it's not saving a goal. It's just unnecessary.
Hattrick's been on the power play a ton tonight, have 1 goal so far. Atwell on the face-off win for the Hattricks, works down the right side, leaves for Tom Mealy, who is pushed out to center, and the Hattricks will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Ruiz back into his own end, and Gallagher will start up from behind his own cage. Left to right, Hattricks through center ice on the power play. 7:10 to go in regulation, up by 4. Gallagher stopped at the offensive blue line and turned back to center. Steve Mealy works his way into the zone and off to Ruiz on the right side. Ruiz stopped from behind by McDonald, will just turn it down low. Tom Mealy works it off the boards, far side, skates out to the point. Across Gallagher, left circle, slides down low to Steve Mealy, back out in front. Atwell kicks it just wide, and Tom Mealy can't handle the pass along the near board, so it goes all the way down. 6:38 to go in regulation. Hattricks halfway through a power play. Tom Mealy into the zone, cuts to the slot, and the clear attempt from Watertown there is stopped by Lazaro at the point. It is clipped by and all the way out. This time, Watertown gets the clear with 45 seconds left in the third, or in the power play rather. 6:15 in the third. Hattricks ahead by 4. Lazaro starting the rush back up on the power play through center, trying to get off to the left wing, upended, and no call there. The Hattricks have to regroup at center. Gesso head fakes by and passes to the left wing. Lazaro into the zone, right back down low, stick to side by Bukaboom behind the net. Gesso barrels in and tries to work the puck free for the Hattricks. It pops to the corner where Chamelka shovels on the backhand all the way down. 10 seconds left on the power play for the Hattricks. DeSalvo leaves off to the side of the net, and Ojic will start up the ice. Chamelka, or rather Coachman, exits the box as Ojic rifles one high and wide. He has the rebound in the corner. It comes out in front, and Ruiz finds the puck. The shot just high and wide. Rebound try. Jesso's backhand off the post, and the net comes off. 5:20 to go in the third. Hattricks up by 4. 40 shots tonight so far for the Hattricks, and a couple there that almost found the back of the net.
Yeah, kind of a bouncing puck that led to a chance in the high slot from Ruiz, and it goes out of play, but the Hattricks doing a good job on that power play of really just finding each other in open spaces and almost just killing time in the game and just being really patient and composed with the puck. And it's led to a couple really good quality chances.
We'll have another chance here. Offensive zone face-off for Ruiz to take against McDonald. 5:20 to go in the third period. It's 6-2 Hattricks. McDonald gets tossed. Man steps in and wins the draw. Back in the corner, Watertown outlets to center. Harrison tipped into the zone by McDonald. Man streaking in, wins the puck right back to McDonald. Flicks it across to the near side. Devine swats it through the goal mouth all the way back out to the far point. McDonald takes it there, but Tom Mealy strips him, and the Hat-Tricks work to center. Ruiz can't control through the neutral zone. Watertown right back toward the Hat-Trick zone. McDonald into the Hat-Tricks end, off to the left side. On the near wing, he's pinned up against the boards by two Hat-Tricks, and the puck hops into the corner. DeSalvo finds the puck in the corner and rims it up the far side. Catches the ridge there and rolls to center. 4.5 to play in the third. 4-goal lead for the Hat-Tricks. Deep into the Danbury zone. It's DeSalvo leaving for Oliver up the far side, and Finberg banks to center. Jemayev takes over there for Watertown. Right to left, Watertown and Jemayev on the left wing into the Hat-Tricks end. Stopped by Oliver along the near boards. He is stopped by Jemayev, and Watertown works the puck free, but in the neutral zone, so they'll have to touch up and head right back in. It's banked in, 4 minutes to go. Oliver behind his own net will outlet to Steve Mealy. Off to the left side, Finberg races to the offensive zone and chips in to the Watertown end. Hat-Tricks with quick changes here late and a 4-goal lead as Gesso takes over in the neutral zone. Dances into the zone, but stopped by LaBelle, and it is turned ahead by McKechnie. Off the right wing, Day into the Hat-Tricks end, working down low, can't get the shot away. Back out in front, the rebound blocked by McDonald in front, and the Hat-Tricks head back toward the Watertown zone. Ojic up the right wing into the zone, fires wide of the net into the corner. King swats it forward, can't get out, but Taylor intercepts, and the Hat-Tricks force another turnover. Jackson to the right circle, looking to get a shot away, but was sealed off, and Watertown will skate to center. 3:12 to go in the third. Hat-Tricks up by 4. Jackson intercepts in his own end and clears up to the neutral zone. Hat-Tricks will settle things down with Steve Brown behind Pete DeSalvo. 3 minutes to go in the third. 6-2 Hat-Tricks on top. Tom Mealy left to right, looking to drop it back to the point, but no one was there for the Hat-Tricks, and Watertown outlets. 2-on-4 for the Wolves into the zone. Man trying to get a shot off. He's stopped by Daniluk behind the Hat-Tricks net. It's taken by Ruiz, and the Hat-Tricks will outlet. Tom Mealy tips into the offensive zone and will take over. Dropping down low for Kuznetsov. The shot is kicked away by Bukaboom, and Man will take over. Penalty coming up against the Hat-Tricks here with 2:21 left as DeSalvo touches up. We'll step aside here, 2:18 to go. Hat-Tricks to the penalty kill, up by 4 when we come back.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Molly Darcy's. You want the nightlife? You want to hang out with Danbury's hottest crowd? If yes, go to Molly Darcy's on Mill Plain Road. If not, stay home, watch cable and miss out. Your choice.
Who even has cable anymore?
I'm not sure. Does it even exist anymore?
I don't even know. That's a good question.
I grew up with the rabbit ears. We weren't privileged enough in my house to grow up with cable. It was straight up rabbit ears. We got about 5 channels, but that's all we needed. It was Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.
As long as hockey's on, right?
That's right.
Saturday night's probably the best night of your week.
That's right.
Down low, Watertown in on the power play. Kuznetsov off for interference. McDonald left circle, the shot off the end glass and bounces out to the point. Devine keeps it in. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Hat-Tricks up by 4, but on the penalty kill here. Jemayev out in front. It bounces around. Hat-Tricks clear to the point. McDonald takes over there. 30 seconds into the power play for Watertown. McDonald shot from up high, stopped by Ruiz, and Gallagher will chip out to center. Hat-Tricks changing PK units. Devine will take back in his own zone. ahead. Lane King into the hat-trick's end, shoved off the puck by Steve Brown, and Mealy will come away with it. They're going to call a penalty on Brown for that shove. I don't know about that one, but the hat-tricks will go down 2 men here for almost the whole rest of this game. 109 on Kuznetsov's penalty, 127 left in the game. Hat-tricks up 4, but Steve Brown, it looked just like a good hit to me.
I think that was just 2 minutes for being too strong. Honestly, the guy is a total mammoth back there, just looking like Zdeno Chara. He's such an incredible shutdown defenseman, and like I said, I think that was just 2 minutes for being too strong.
He shoved Lane King, who stands at 6'2", 209. That might be a little generous, too, for King. Steve Brown gets a couple inches and a good amount of weight on him, but the hat-tricks here, 2 men down. Devine on the right point will feed across Jemayev, down low for King. Looking back up high, and now across all the way. McDonald fan on the shot. It may have been tipped away by Atwell on the far point. 1 minute left in the third period. Hat-tricks up 4. Jemayev on the left circle. The shot tipped out by Oliver. And getting in that shooting lane, the hat-tricks keeping Jemayev from getting another shot on goal. 53 seconds left in the third. Hat-tricks up 4.
And Oliver doing a great job of not only getting the shooting lane, but really covering that backdoor pass, actually. Atwell tried to make a play at the boards, got caught out there, and there was a backdoor play to be made, but Oliver making a great play to take away both lanes.
Watertown wins the draw. Devine shot shrugged off by DeSalvo into the near boards. 40 seconds left in the game. 24 left on the hat-tricks 2-man disadvantage. And they're able to clear down with Tom Mealy. 30 seconds left in regulation. Hat-tricks and DeSalvo will try and clear. It is stopped by McDonald. Watertown with the puck, 20 seconds left in the game. The shot out in front blocked, and Tom Mealy able to slide it all the way down. Kuznetsov gets out of the box. It is 15 seconds left in regulation. The hat-tricks at center, stopped by McDonald, who carries into the hat-tricks end. McKechnie with 5 seconds left. McDonald's shot hits King. 2 Wolves collide. The puck comes to the near boards. It's tipped in on goal. DeSalvo gloves it, and the horn sounds. The hat-tricks bounce back after defeat last night in Watertown and take it on home ice 6-2. The hat-tricks move to 19-3-0 in this building. And Pete DeSalvo with a couple big saves tonight. Johnny Ruiz with a couple goals. And really, the hat-tricks took control of this game early on and really never let it go.
Yeah, it was really just an all-around effort from the hat-tricks. They did such a great job, especially I would say in the last kind of 8-10 minutes of the third period. They shut it down really well. Obviously taking a couple of penalties, something that you don't want at the end of the game, but really just a great showing, especially like I referenced by Brown. He's so difficult to get around. He's such an effective defenseman in that sense, in the sense of shutting it down. And like I said, just a really quality effort all around. DeSalvo really sharp, even though he was tested pretty well tonight.
The hat-trick started it off tonight with 3 goals, led 3-0. They went into the second period ahead 3-1. Both teams scored a goal in the second. So the hat-tricks with a 4-2 lead into the third, and they clamped down really at the beginning of the third. It was Ruiz getting his second of the night on the power play, and then Brett Jackson all within the first 5-10 of the third period, and that's a good way to close the game out.
Absolutely. It's just comes from an understanding, I think, that the hat-tricks have that this Wolves team is so dangerous, and you just cannot take your foot off the gas pedal. And like you referenced, they did such a great job of that coming out in the third, not sitting back on a 2-goal lead, and they just they really got up a couple more and then just completely shut it down, and that's just a great habit to get into as we gear up for playoffs here.
The hat-tricks move back into second place tonight. They did it without the win, but the win puts them further ahead of Columbus in the standings in third. The hat-tricks move to 27-13-3, 80 points on the season. Watertown drops to 29-8-1, 86 points this season. That'll do it here from Danbury. For my partner, John Stephenson, I am Josh Starr. Thank you so much for joining us. The Hat Tricks win 6-2 here tonight over the Wolves.